The legendary Pink Floyd are back at doing what they do best: fight totalitarian assholes with the help of amazing music. This time they have collaborated with Ukrainian singer Andriy Hlyvniuk. Well, technically they just used his recording he posted on social media while patrolling Kyiv during the war. But anyways, Hey Hey Rise Up actually happens to be one of the most beloved and important tunes for all Ukrainians and especially metalheads. And so first of all, let's take a look at the actual meaning of that song and why is it so important for all of Ukrainians, its centuries-long history, and then see why metalheads love it so much. Here you go.
Ой, у лузі червона калина похилилася.
The song Ой, у лузі червона калина is mostly known as the anthem of Ukrainian Cinch Riflemen, a military unit which was active during World War I, yet in reality it was written centuries before that. In 1914, Ukrainian director Stepan Chernetsky has popularized his interpretation of this song through the means of theater, the original version of YouTube, in case you forgot what it is, in the last couple of years with COVID. As he was preparing the play Son of the Ruin, he found himself rather unhappy with the final song which was used in the original version, and so he replaced it with a traditional Ukrainian song from the 17th century which fitted the mood much better for his personal taste. That song, O High Banks of the River, was written around 1640s and was sung by Ukrainian Cossacks. So yes, I guess technically Pink Floyd just made a cover on a 400-year-old battle hymn.
А ми тую червону калину підіймемо.
Chernetsky then slightly changed the lyrics of that song and borrowed a tune from another traditional song, combining the two into one, and I guess that is actually why it might be one of my personal favorite Ukrainian songs, because it reminds me so much of how Victim of Changes was born. Anyways, that play actually became so famous that the young lads from Ukrainian Cinch Riflemen pick up that song, added lyrics about themselves, and use it as an anthem for their military unit. Yet shortly after that, the song has spread all across Ukraine and has been used since by pretty much all of the Ukrainian warriors, allowing for hundreds and hundreds of different interpretations of that tune, including the change in lyrics, which have been adopted since then to better fit a mood and represent the history of a given generation, yet still reflecting and maintaining that deep essence of a song written back in 1640s, and with its message shouting to the world that Ukrainians will always be ready to fight for freedom and will always stand up to an oppressor.
Ногами нашу славну Україну, гей, розвеселимо.
And this, I believe, is the closest you can get to rock and metal, and possibly that's why this song has been covered by so many metal bands from Ukraine, because a song should always have a chance to live its own life and be enjoyed and interpreted by every listener in his own way, yet still reflecting the essence of rock and roll, that everyone has a right to live their life in the way they want to.
А ми нашу славну Україну, гей, розвеселимо.
So thank you, Pink Floyd, for doing something that no one believed would happen again and reuniting and standing with Ukraine. We will prevail. Slava Ukraini!